Oh, whoops. Did I not? Oh no, I'm on. For a second, I wasn't sure Alright, there we go. Welcome everybody. Today I will be continuing Ys 1 on Nightmare. Apologies for starting a little late. This may also be a shorter stream than usual. Feeling a bit tired. But I wanted to finish the game and still stream today. I don't want to put off. There we go. I'll come back then. I didn't want to put off finishing the game. So the plan is to finish the game today, which I assume will take maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe a little longer, it's hard to say. But if I beat the game too quickly, I plan to play a bit of Sky the Third. There's not a lot of progress I can make in Third, so I'll probably just grind or consider doing some of the doors. I don't really want to do any of the doors right now, but I might change my mind on that. I'm not going to bother interacting with anything until I trigger the trap coming up. I think it's not that one, but this one. Alrighty, sweet. There we are. I don't know what triggers Dogi breaking through the wall. Sometimes it feels like it takes a while. Maybe it's doing nothing. I'm not sure. Let's get going. I'm gonna equip that. Less problems to deal with. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Okay, now we'll go this way. I got the evil ring I gotta get. I already have all the level 3 gears, so there'll probably be an empty chest in here. Yeah. Potion, mirror, and the evil ring. Yeah, I'll probably end up never getting the potion and mirror. Hopefully the audio sounds fine and isn't causing too many problems. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to pass. Gonna heal real quick before I head back in. That timer ring. The longest text in the game. Excuse me. Coming through. Surprised I didn't take any damage from any of those. This should just be... Yeah, the sword I already have equipped, I believe. I think the silver sword is in the room with the purple enemies. I don't think there's anything up here, actually. I think this just has the large shield. And the enemies that can make you visible again. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Completely optional place to go. I think that might be the only optional room in this dungeon. Because the other one held the ring I needed. I almost forgot whether I had the necklace equipped. We're making good time on traveling. I think that's where I need to go. Silver sword, yes. No, while I'm here, let's just use this. Probably should have used that the first time. I end up not really needing a lot of these things. The mirrors, the potions. I think there's one area where the mirror is nice to have. Okay, the boss is down. But I'm gonna go ahead a little bit because I can get something good. That will help. Excuse me, gentlemen. Just like to take that real quick. Ah, oh, darn. I did just save, right? Yes, okay. I was worried for a moment. Sir. Excuse me. That's gonna hurt. Hello, I would like to make my way through. That made me nervous. Alright, let's heal up. So I like going ahead there to grab the silver shield before fighting this first boss. That way I don't take as much damage. This is the first boss that's got me a little nervous. It's very easy to make a mistake and take a massive amount of damage to this boss. I don't think you can deal damage to him if you're hitting him from behind. This is going pretty well, but he does a lot of damage. It's very easy to take a massive amount of pain from him. If I got the cycles in a bad spot. I'm very fortunate he didn't throw the other scythe at me at an inconvenient time. See, that one hit took a good chunk of my health away, but I think that might have been the best I've ever beaten that boss, at least on Nightmare. So I'm very, very happy with that. So I could have gotten stuck on him for a long time. There are definitely times where I struggled and spent like 10 minutes on that boss. Just because of how easy it is to make mistakes while fighting him. Excuse me. I don't remember what else is in this room. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. I guess that room's optional, but it holds a purpose on a normal playthrough. It's more that I shortcutted past it than anything. Oh, this room's totally empty. I think it might be the only useless room in the dungeon. But that in itself makes it memorable to me. Now I think I have another boss to fight over here. This one shouldn't be too much trouble. Aw. I was getting careless with it. This is my least favorite boss in the game. Game Master, welcome. Gonna be chatting in a minute, got something to do before. No worries, thank you for being here. Just beat probably the worst boss in the game, which is also probably one of the easiest. I gotta sneeze. Okay, back. The sudden sneeze. Ryoku, welcome! Eastwood Nightmare with uncapped FPS? No, I'm afraid I'm at 60 FPS here. I don't actually think the computer I'm using can even do uncapped FPS. Otherwise, I actually probably would consider trying it. I gotta remember which path I need to take to get the silver armor. Thank you for being here as well, Ryoku. Yeah, I'm not going for a speed run right now, or I guess whatever a speed run attempt would look like from me. Oh shoot, which way was it? Left? No, it was right. Was it? As frustrating as could be, but it feels really good when you manage to do it. I have beaten this game at 75 FPS before. So I managed to do that at least, but... I think my fastest time beating this game is a little over an hour and a half. Which I think is pretty good. Yeah, in this playthrough I'm doing kind of a more semi-casual playthrough. Like I got a bunch of stuff I don't really need. Like a piece of paper, some of this gear. Oh, what was in this room? Down here's the shield. I also don't have any maps pulled up. Now you're able to chat. Well, welcome. I hope you're both having a lovely day or night. This is one of my favorite songs in the game right now. It's called Tension. Hopefully the audio sounds alright. Wasn't talking about speedrunning, just talking about FPS when it comes to the what Dark Fact does when you have a really high FPS. Oh yeah, I definitely know what you mean. Oh, oh. I'm actually feeling a little bit tired and a tiny bit under the weather, which is why I'm probably going to do a shorter stream today. But I'm not feeling too bad. I didn't want to leave the game unfinished, so I'm excited to be playing it some more. Oh, I forgot to put that. East 1 is actually one of my favorite East games. I love playing through it. Now it's time to head back. Yeah, at the moment I should just say it. At the moment I feel well enough to stream. I actually feel a little better than I was thinking I would. So I was feeling really tired yesterday, but I'm feeling a little better than I was expected to. But I'll just stop a little short today if I need to. Oh no. So I can heal now. One cool thing about the background here that you probably didn't get to see if you came in a little later is that when you first enter the tower and start going up, it's daytime outside. But as you progress to the tower and climb up the steps, you can see yourself getting higher and higher in the background, and it changes to night. It's just a cool little detail that I really like. and the whole time you have tension playing. Right now I have to do what is probably one of the only parts of the game that I don't care for, which is that I have to backtrack a few floors to go talk to a certain character to get a certain item. I see, now that I'm going to lower floors, you can see the town in the background and things like that, which I really like. If you remember right, Adol spends a whole day in the tower without rest, running up and down. Yeah, I think so. I don't know exactly when he enters the tower, but that would definitely make the most sense. I really like it though. Thankfully, we don't have to backtrack too far. The backtracking is probably what takes Adol all night. There we go. Man, I would really love a remake of this game that expands on so much. Maybe makes the tower even bigger. Makes the passing of time even more notable. Expanding on the story and some of the concepts. Oh, it'd be so cool. Though even as it stands, while I wouldn't say that Ys 1 is one of the best games in the series, it's definitely just one of my favorites. The combat in it is pretty simple. You mostly just automatically attack when you run into people. So it's more positioning and movement based, but that's what makes it so fun. It's so fast paced, you can just shred through enemies. I'm gonna mute for 1 second. Alright, yeah, back. Sorry about that. Alright, now we can get back to making progress. Yeah, I played through this game a bunch of times. I think last year I played through it half a dozen times. It's such an easy game to replay because it's pretty short. There's not much complications when it comes to bump combat. At least there's no confusion as to what to do. I definitely agree. Let's see, where do I go? Here, top left here. The Ys 2, I really like that they improved the diagonal movement. Like in Ys 2, I probably wouldn't have taken any damage doing that. Although since they add ranged magic in Ys 2, you don't need to use it as much. This will be one of the only times I'll need to use like the mirror to plow through this. Yeah, Ys 2 is more about using the magic than the bump. That's one of the reasons I actually like Ys 1 more than Ys 2. I wish that there was more focus on the bump combat. Or like a better balance between the physical attacks and the magical attacks. What's this room? There's two doors in this room, and I don't remember which one goes where. Okay, this one is where I go first, I think. This should get me the battle armor. Yes. So I had a funny thought about this before. So if you're not wearing the blue necklace, this resets you and sends you back to the start of the floor, which is really not a big punishment. But how hilarious would it be? How hilarious would it be if it sent you all the way back down to the prison on the first floor? And you had to make your way all the way back up. It'd be so mean, but so funny. The only downside to either one is that once you hit level 10, there's no point in fighting stuff outside the ones in your way. That's something I mostly agree with. I like that you can reach a max level by the time you hit the halfway point in the game, in the third boss. Because it creates a sort of, I guess, soft level cap to where you have to simply beat Vergullion. You don't really have a choice in like leveling up or getting better gear. You know, it's almost like a final boss of the first half of the level. But it does turn the enemies in this dungeon into more of obstacles than actual enemies. So I think it would be cool if maybe after you beat Vergullion, the level cap then gets raised, so you could get up to level 20 while in the dungeon. One of the biggest trolls in the game! You're gonna play some Fortnite Save the World? I hope you have a blast. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, I looked away. This one's left. And you have this guy. Alright. This boss gives me so much trouble. I think this boss is really... No. Oop. I think this boss is really underrated when it comes to difficulty. And maybe it's only on Nightmare that the boss is truly difficult, but this boss has given me a ton of trouble before. I mean, I say that, but maybe I'll end up first trying them. Oh, yeah. Never mind. It was going great instead of before I started getting careless. Look, you have the best weapons and armor in the game. I'm gonna destroy Darkfact now. What do you mean I did a little damage? Why am I dying so fast? Hey, on the bright side, it does still serve a purpose in that it helps you in this fight. I've completely thrown, by the way. There's no way I beat this boss this attempt now. No. This is one of the easy stages. I do really appreciate how intense this boss fight can be. Like now, we're both near dead, near death. Oof. Oh, that was terrible. Like, this is one of the most tense feelings when I don't know if I'm one shot, I might be. We're just one left. I don't want to redo it. Oof. Oh, I can't get careless here. I assume he dies in one hit. That's true. Although, I think when it has 2 crystals around it, I think it's actually tougher than when there's 3. I don't think I need to equip this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. You know, during this playthrough, I first tried Vogolian and that boss, that last one, and those are 2 of the 3 toughest bosses, and this is the last of the top 3 hardest bosses in the game. So I'm really wondering if I'll be able to first try him this time. If I do, I will definitely be swapping over to Sky the Third. I don't know how long I'll play Third, at least until the hour and a half mark. I may even just do grinding in it, but I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I could be stuck on this boss for a half hour. Or I could beat him first try. Oof. I got ahead of myself. You've yet to one-shot Dark know how many times you've played the game? I think I've done it a couple times. I think I did it once on stream, and I think I did it once off stream. Oh, that was terrible. At least he does the same pattern every time. So like if you remember enough of how to do it. The hard part for me is just lining things up correctly. Please? No! That would have been it. I think the lowest number of attempts it took you was around 6 to 10. I mean, I could have won it there, but I just screwed up. It's so hard because I know what I need to do, but I'm not good at actually lining myself up with his shadow. But 6 to 10 is still very good. Like, it's a tough boss. I actually wish it was a tiny bit tougher in that every time you start a new game, he does a different pattern. It's all about execution, exactly. And that's what I'm not good at. I like that he does the same pattern every time you retry. Because if he did a different pattern every time you tried to fight, it would be really, really hard. Like, way harder than it probably should be. But I would like it if, like, every time you started a new playthrough, you had a different pattern. Because that way you have to, like, learn the pattern. Instead of, like, now where I know what he's gonna do every time. Oh, that was bad. That was stupid of me. I'm gonna die now. Okay, focus. Okay, I'm gonna focus hard here. Ah, so close! I wasn't looking at his health, so I didn't know how close he was. I should have just committed and tried to hit him longer. My movement was poor there. I didn't get him good across the top of the map. I was doing good at hitting him along the edges, aside from that. That was alright. That was alright. That was good. Oh, that was terrible. Ah. Ah, got him. Thank you. On the bright side, at least the fights against the boss don't take very long. They're like 30 seconds. I'm probably gonna stop before the credits. I'm probably gonna like exit out of the game. So I'm gonna swap games now, and I'll be back in just one moment. Be right back. I guess I could let the music keep playing here. I do really like this song. Just gotta swap a few things over. Yeah, I actually made an update where East 2 started immediately after East 1 ends, which is cool if that is what you're planning to do. Yeah, I really like that, that change. Let me see. Okay. Okay, gonna swap over now. Okay, we should be back. I'm waiting to see it pop up on stream. Just to make sure I didn't do something wrong. Alright, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have that enabled, but I do really like it as an option. There are doors in this game. So right now, you may have seen him before, but Iron Aggro, who's sometimes in chat, is playing through Sky the Third, doing a first-time playthrough. And so I don't want to get ahead of him. Sometimes he watches the streams, and I don't want to get ahead of him of where he is. So that's the main reason that I don't want spoilers for this game past this point. That's also why I'm not progressing in the game. I've already gotten about as far as he is. So he's going to be beating the game this weekend. So next week, I'm going to try to beat the game on Nightmare. But for today, I didn't know how long East 1 would take me, and I didn't want the stream to be too short, and I didn't know how I'd be feeling. So who do I want to level up? Who's under leveled?
I am ready.
Rias needs some levels, so I'm just gonna grind a bit, and I may do some doors. I don't really know. I have Shara's Moon Door, but I don't really feel like playing through that one because it's mostly just like a handful of fights, and it's a lot of story. And then I have the Raven's Door, which I do want to do. But I kind of want to save it a little bit as well. think I'm okay with this. But yeah, I have so much. Well, I guess not anymore, Sepith, but I've upgraded everyone's slots and had them upgraded for a few chapters already, and I have all the gems on almost everyone at this point. Almost everyone is set up. I'm missing a gold gem, and I'm missing onyx gems. And that's about it. Everyone's pretty much set up perfectly outside of that. When you did this on Nightmare with New Game Plus, it wasn't as bad as second chapter. Only died about 5 times total in comparison to the 30, 40 times you did in second chapter. If I remember correctly, well, originally when the games were made, they didn't have, at least in the first 1 or 2 Sky games, they didn't have difficulty modes. There was just normal mode. It wasn't until the PSP ports that difficulty modes were added. And in the case of first chapter and second chapter, if I remember hearing correctly, they were kind of just straight stat, stat modifiers. So a lot of things just got unbalanced stat additions to like their health, their strength, and stuff like that. Basically, first chapter and second chapter weren't really balanced for the harder difficulties, which is what leads to second chapter having some arguably very unfair difficulty spikes, like with Spearjaeger in the prologue. So Sky the Third actually did receive some balancing, if I remember correctly. First chapter wasn't that hard on Nightmare. You one-shot that game for the most part. Yeah, first chapter wasn't particularly bad either, but second chapter had some really unbalanced fights. The third actually was balanced for the difficulty, if I remember correctly. Yeah, first chapter in general I don't think is too hard. I think the hardest thing in that game was probably the red bugs at the beginning of the game. But yeah, I did a new game playthrough of second chapter with no New Game Plus, and no carryovers either of second chapter. I think a few months ago, I skipped most of the brutal optional fights, like beating Mueller. Took over an hour to take him down. Yeah, that's one of those fights where it could go either way. Oh, that was bad. Where it could go either way. Either everything works out in your favor and you beat him pretty quickly, or everything that can go wrong does go wrong and it just ends up being brutal. I think I got pretty fortunate on my first attempt. Healed himself a ton. Yeah, party composition probably is a factor as well. I think I might have beat him first try, but I also think I got really lucky. He was making some bad decisions with his moves. It's definitely a fight that can go either way. Oh, you mean a first chapter? I was thinking second chapter. First chapter, yeah, you're much more limited. Party comp didn't matter. In that one, I would say it's kind of the same thing, in that if you get lucky with his moves, it won't be as bad. I've got to have 3 death screams now. That was so unlucky. Please, 50% chance. Okay.
My. That was easy.
On the bright side, at least Chloe has Impede. Estelle might... Actually, how many of the characters have Impede, if you remember? Because I know Estelle and Shara get Impede later, but I don't know if they have it in first chapter. Heartbreak, and then sure has Bind Whip, I think, is Impede. But I don't know if you have those at your disposal. Arts are pretty pointless to use against the Shining Palms. Well, for those ones specifically, they have the Death Blow. I just got so unlucky. Like, it's 20% chance. So I got really unlucky there. On the bright side, there is something you could do with Chloe, which is that her S-Craft, at least in Sky the Third, I don't think it's that way in the other games. Her offensive S-Craft is based on her magic stat. So that one's actually like the best one you could use against the Palm. So it's basically one-shots them. Yeah, thankfully, this game makes that much more viable because of the pool that restores all your CP. So after the numerous attempts to get one to spawn, the thing is you don't have to win the fights either. You just have to enter the fights. So like entering this fight and running away counts towards resetting the pool. So I don't have to win all the fights for the pool to reset, thankfully. It's the one good thing about spending a lot of time waiting for the Palms to spawn here is that you tend to have a ton of CP food, so you're always at 200 CP at times. Yeah, there's definitely... The fun thing as well about getting all the Sepith from the Shining Palms is when you get so much more than you need, you could sell it and make a ton of money. Like right now I have 300,000 Mira, which can allow me to buy as many recipes as I want. But the one that gives 50 CP, this one, requires monster drops. And that's the real bottleneck for a lot of the best food items. But I guess this one doesn't require any. So I guess I could make a massive amount of these. But one of the reasons I like the 50 CP one is because you can use them in battle. While with the 20 CP ones, it's really most useful for just catching up anybody who's not at what they need to be before a boss or a Shining Palm. Although in this case, since you have the pool, I usually just warp back and warp to it. Oh man, I'm so excited for Reverie. Less than a month away. I need more of this type of game. I'm so excited. Man, grinding is usually just not necessary in Trails games, but man, I like it way more than I probably should. Grinding up those characters is gonna be so fun. Ooh, I should use this on the strength up turn. I don't think that's gonna kill him. Eh.
My. That was easy.
At the rate you're going, it'll be sometime around February, March when you get to that game. Have you played it before? Or do you want to like build up to playing it again? Or playing it for the first time? Like, will this be a replay for you? Or will this be like a first playthrough? So you're now all the CP back, which is perfect. It's especially fun when you have, what is it? Josette in the support slot, which she was made for. For that sweet Sepith game. The only reason I haven't made like maximum amounts of CP items is just because I don't know what the best items are yet, so I might come across like a better recipe later. I should probably look it up though. Like if the 20 and 50 CP are the best CP restoring food items and there's nothing better, I should probably just make the maximum amount now. Especially since money is more or less not really a problem at this point. Like, I don't need to grind these palms, but I just have a lot of fun doing it. Speaking of, what did I need to check? Okay, I can get 1 Onyx gem. Well, I know I'm going to be grinding more later, especially once I, come across some enemies that give better experience. Like before I get to the end or like the final dungeon or whatever, I'll do more grinding. At the moment though, this isn't really a waste because I still get so much experience due to how under-leveled some of my characters are. Oh, that death blow.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of light act as our shield.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was dumb of me. Ah, what a waste. I wasted it. Oh, wait. Oh, the death blow didn't work. Huh. Why'd the death blow turn not kill it?
Alright, what's next?
I'm actually a little confused about that. I think it was working earlier. Huh. I'm actually glad that I decided to grind today. Because I just remembered something that's going to make me appreciate leveling Rias up a bit. I really shouldn't have worried about wasting S-crafts. She's 126. I want her to at least get to 128. Okay, sweet. That didn't take long. Three Death Scream users. There we go.
May you rest in peace.
Infinity Sparrows. There's a quartz you can pair up with this that would be pretty good if I'm remembering right. What does he have on? Onyx Gem. What's required for Death Scream? 15, 10, 10. If I can get another gold gem. Okay. I can replace move 3 with that. I get another gold gem for free this chapter. But you know what? I want it. This is my backup Richard gold gem. I'm not going to put it on any character. It's the backup I throw on him when I want him to have Death Scream. Yeah. Okay, now who's missing it? Who needs Onyx Jet? He's set. He's set. He's set. He's set. I feel like there's a range 2 quartz. Am I mistaken? Oh, there is. This is a pretty good setup, I think. So she's set up, she's set up, she's set up. Action 5. Action 5. I feel like there was another character I was missing. Action 5 on. Who was it? One. I don't have that as an option for her. 2. Oh no, I guess I only need 2 more then. Oh, let's get back to it. Saving another slot. I actually wanted to be a bit higher leveled. Maybe I really need her at 130. Starting to get a little tired. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any doors today. As soon as I get satisfied with the levels of my characters, or at least Rias, I'll probably call it. Let's see if I can get her to 130. How's her stats looking? She's got good speed. Her arts aren't really that great. I mean, I guess I don't have her set up, do I? Yeah, that right there helps a little bit already. May as well leave it on. But yeah, huh? I thought the Deathblow turn bonus worked against the Palms earlier. Unless I'm just wrong. Like I'm remembering wrong. I could also just bring Rias with me instead of Tita. Might honestly be a better decision. Maybe I'll save Rias for like towards the end of the chapter, like some of the tougher bosses. I could also just use Agate. He's like my MVP. With his S-Craft spam. That was almost bad. I feel like Agate and Shara pair up well. Because Shara can bring Agate's turn back up after he uses an S-Craft. Okay, here we go. Death Scream on everybody is so much better. Oh, no, none of the palms have died. All of them died. Okay. Okay, it's definitely going to take a little longer to get her to 130. Let's just head right back in. Oh. Whew. Thank goodness for Evade 5 on everybody. At this point, though, I definitely need to do at least one more bomb. So now Ren is underleveled. Slightly. Come on. Hope it doesn't take too long. Zero, zero. Maybe I'll get 3 again. 1. What if that'll kill? No. This will.
My, that was easy.
That's so much. Okay, how close is she to level 130? I think she's one more fight away from it. So I think I'll do one more fight with her. And I'll go from there. Buy another Onyx gem. After this next fight. Oh goodness. No. I refuse. I'm not here for 1. I'm here for 3. Oh, thank goodness he turned around. He was about to walk directly into me. Come on, one more. Just one more for Rias. Actually, what's her stats now? I guess it's not fair to compare them when they have Crimson Eyes. Plus 300 arts and 100, that's extra 400 arts that he wouldn't have normally. See, I should have more arts than him if she had the same gear. And she's 5 levels underneath him. I don't know if her S-Craft is based on strength or arts damage. I'll just leave this on for now. Oh, sweet. Critical turn coming up. Don't think it's gonna matter. Well, I could use Rias' S-Craft on it, actually. If this doesn't kill anyone. I want to see if this will kill them both. No. Okay, sweet, got all 3. 7,000 damage, even against the pawns.
That was easy.
That was easy, Richard says. And Richard will always be correct if he says it after every battle he's in. Because he is that good. Okay, who's getting it? Still, you need... Well, I guess I won't need to grind with him anymore, will I? No, I will give it to her. That's what I have resolved to do. So she needs EP Cut 5. I could give her that already. Honestly, I'm not confident with the setup that I gave her, though, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Now, Richard, am I grinding with you more? Or am I going to call it there on the grind? Let's decide.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I really don't even need to make any decision. Regarding who my 4th character is going to be. Kevin, Ren, and Richard will carry the entire rest of the game for me. But, realistically, I think Agate is probably the best choice. If there was one other character, it's either Chloe or Agate. But I don't need another arts caster is the thing. I think 2 arts casters and 2 physical attackers are best. You know what? I haven't been using Agate enough. What does everybody else have equipped? Soldiers at Abby and Soldier Tabby. okay, Agate. Agility and movement down, speed up 15. Honestly, probably worth it, but I'm also probably not gonna do it. Maybe you can keep long barrel, DX on. Strength at 50. I lose defense. 1600 defense is very low. Movement down 2 is not good. Like 7 is okay for Agate, but not as good as I like it to be. Agility down to 2 is terrible. Okay, first things first. I don't think he has the best weapon he can have so far, so let's find out what that would be. Let's put that on him. I think his orbit line here is pretty much set in stone. Nothing I can really change. His speed is 82. His speed is really, really low. I think I may have to equip the boots. Then again, he is underleveled. So I don't know. Agility up a ton here. What do I have for movement? I have 2 things that give movement. This one gives movement and 10 agility, and a little bit of defense. Prevent seal, honestly that's a good counter for the defense, agility, and movement going down with my boots. This one is agility and movement up, and defense up 50. Plus art, defense, and speed, so this is just better. Preventing feint is better than just preventing seal as well. I could also just equip both though. What would I rather have? Hold on, let's throw on the heat resistant boots and decide. Agility goes down lower for 50 strength. Art's defense doesn't really matter. Preventing seal and feint would be really nice. What does the other one prevent? Confused, that's nice, but I think I'm okay with that, at least for now. Can he deal the damage, though, is the question. Honestly, Tiger Heart is better to have than Pearl Earring. Strength goes up 50 more. Strength up 200 on top of that. Movement up 1. Well, let's see. 26 to 22. He can do some damage. It's just a question of can he do enough damage. With how much damage Richard does, if I put the Tiger Heart on Agate, I wonder if he can one-shot everything. And now that I'm thinking about it, he doesn't have Death Screen, does he? No, he doesn't. I don't think he can get Death Screen. No, I can if I give him a gold gem and a silver gem. Speaking of gold gem, honestly, Agate's always been one of my favorite characters, just in general and in combat. I feel like he gets overlooked a little bit almost in terms of combat, just because his S-craft spam is so good. But I guess when you have Richard in your party, do you really need Agate? But he can kill the ads in the fight in any boss fights. It's especially useful in a certain later fight, if I remember correctly. Man, I wish I could have like 4 Tiger Hearts. Okay, here we go. Okay, we might be seeing how much will he do? 0. Okay.
My mark. That was easy.
119 to 123. I wonder what his stats are going to look like with some level ups now. 300. Do I just... Does the full Ember bring down his strength by 10? Oh, his speed goes down 25. Never mind, I understand why I gave him that now. Agility down a lot. Oh, strike is 0, that's why. Oh, and the heat resistant boots. Does he need the speed? Good agility, good movement. Yeah, that's fine. Speed, agility, movement down. I'd rather not. I'm pretty okay with this. Agility up more. He doesn't need that. Speed up more. He doesn't need. I do want him to have strength up still. He has more than enough agility. The arts defense is just a bonus. Whenever I do that star door that I haven't done yet with the Ravens, that's when I'll give him his gladiator something or other. He needs it more than Agate does, because Agate's just gonna wild rage. But let's hope 2500 is enough now. Oh. I'm hoping 2500 strength will be enough for him to one-shot the palms. No idea if it'll work, but we can find out. $123. Strength's only gonna go up. So I'd really like to see how much he does at 2500 strength. Against palms. If I can build them to one-shot the palms, that'd be nice. The reason I think it'd be really nice to have that ability, despite how good my current setup is, with just being able to Death Scream and Shadow Spear and then finish anything off with like maybe Ren, but definitely with Richard, is that if I get into a Shining Palm fight too quickly, the pool won't reset. Plus, if I accidentally get into a palm fight without walking into their back, just having Agate as an I win button would be extremely nice. But no, welcome! I hope you're having a lovely day. Or night. I hope you've been feeling better and that work hasn't been too boring. So now this is the perfect time to have
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven.
to have an Agate. An Agate I win button. Please do enough, it's a critical. Wow. That really didn't do it. I really thought a critical with that, like that still did 7,500 damage.
All right, what's next?
Oh, that's why. I understand. It's good. Just at work. It is definitely boring. Just trying to find some new manga to read. Ooh. Do you watch a lot of anime? I think I understand now why Agate was not doing a lot of damage. He had a weaker version of his S-Craft. Okay. That makes everything make so much more sense now. You do. Do you prefer watching anime adaptations to reading the manga? Or do you like watch anime and then like continue the manga of them if you like them, or like anything like that? Because there are a few pretty good anime that I know of that are based on manga that are also apparently very good. See, now that I realize what the problem was with Agate, I wonder if he can do enough to kill without the Tiger Claw. I'm gonna find out. You like watching, but I'm also trying to find stuff to read that's not out in a show. I'm trying to think if there's anything I know of. Like you're about to finish off solo leveling till the new book in August. Oh, I see. Solo leveling is, does it already have an anime adaptation, or is it getting one? I can't think of any, manga that are really good that don't have an adaptation. But there's some manga I know of. No, not yet. Ah, I see. There's some manga I know of where the story continues in the manga, or the anime didn't get a good adaptation. Getting one like next year, I see. Well, there's two that come to mind. Okay, that's good to know. There are two that come to mind. Oh, let me see if I can finish this. Please kill at least one. Okay. There are two that come to mind. down for suggestions. Promise Neverland. Season 1, it did get an anime adaptation. The first season of it is an incredible. However, the second season is apparently very terrible. I dropped it after like a couple episodes. It rushes and changes a lot of stuff from the adaptation from the manga to wrap it up in like one short season. And apparently it's very awful. Now, the manga, from what I've heard, the ending is a bit mixed, like rushed a bit. But apparently there's some great stuff still in the manga, like in the middle portion, that the anime's second season completely skipped over. Like an entire arc that's considered like one of the best. So you could read that manga or watch the first season of the anime and then finish the story in the manga. The other one that came to mind is Tokyo Ghoul, which has a fantastic manga, but the anime for it apparently are awful. Like apparently it's considered like one of the most popular manga ever, I think. And the anime is considered like one of the worst adaptations. Like it's pretty much the go-to example of adaptations that the manga is much better than. So I would say one of those two in terms of like those two are coming from a place of the anime did a bad job adapting it apparently, rather than there is no adaptation. Or like an unfinished series. Only watched the first like 2 episodes, so won't miss much if you watched it. Perfect.
My mark. That was easy.
For unfinished series, there's stuff like Chainsaw Man, I guess Vinland Saga. I think there's a lot more of that. This Berserk, I imagine you've probably heard of Berserk though. What else is there? Vinland Saga and Chainsaw Man will probably get like more seasons of the anime though, so I don't know if that's one where you'd rather wait for it. What else has got? Think of Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is probably my favorite anime. That one has a manga that goes past where it ends, although it's not that far past it, because there's a lot of hiatuses due to the author's health. Though he did come back from the hiatus. It was like a 3-year hiatus or something, and he came back and started writing some. He's now on another hiatus, but I think it'll probably be a lot shorter, I imagine. Even though you don't know if they are your style, though, he was thinking about picking up Claymore. That'd be plenty of reading. I've heard good things about Claymore. That's one I've heard was like really good, although I haven't read it myself. Like when people talk about like great manga, I think Claymore is often put up there. So that could be great. But I haven't read it or seen if there's any adaptations, so I can't say for sure or anything. I'm just gonna finish him off with this.
Care for a rematch?
Love the show. Too bad it only got 1 season. What show are you referring to? Claymore or like Chainsaw Man? I'm sorry, I feel like I missed what you're. Which one? It caught up to the books and then never contended after the new books. Never continued after the new books came out. Claymore, yeah. Oh, okay. That's probably what I remembered from then. People were probably saying like, "What's a great manga that you wish was continued or adapted?" That's probably where I saw Claymore mentioned. That would make sense. At least there is manga for it, so you can continue it. And it's not like an unfinished series or anything. The shining palms are taking forever to spawn. It's like 27 books. Oh, that's so much. It'd probably be a huge undertaking to turn all of that into an anime. $150 on Amazon. Is that per book? Or is that for all the books? There are some crazy high prices for some manga and anime on Amazon, or just in general. Full box set, okay. That's a bit more reasonable. Ooh, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, that worked. Well enough, at least. Okay, got him. Dude, I need to sell some of my Sepith. I have so much. I have to exchange some of it. Otherwise, it's just money going to waste. It gives me so much. Dude, I need to take like a glance at what the best food items are and just buy. Honestly, I could probably just buy max ingredients now if I wanted to. I think I want to save as much of my money though until the final chapter. Because then I could just buy all the best armor and gear for everybody. Oh goodness, I actually have enough. I didn't think I was actually going to get there. I now have every single character perfectly set up with their orbits. I just bought the last things I needed. Still don't know how I want to set Estelle up though. It doesn't have great offensive spells. I kind of feel like I need her to have. Yeah, I'm missing a few goodies I can get optionally later, but pretty much all my magic system is now set up. Because I just kept grinding the Shining Palms and they give so much Sepith, I could just get whatever I want. So every character now has the best stuff. For the most part. Like, I can't buy anything better here. How do I want to set them up? Maybe I won't give her cast 2. Kind of want to buy it just to have it, just so I can compare. Kind of feel like I want one of extra of like everything, just for the fun of it. Stell is just not set up for this very well. 3, 3. Gold gem. What's getting me this? 6, 8. Gonna mute for a second. Already back, sorry about that. Oh, I gotta put this on someone too. She needs something. Cast 2 or this. Put that there. So I don't forget. Okay, I need at least 4 gold, right? Then what do I need for Earth Wall? 1 white, 4 gold. Who even has Athos? Nobody? Nobody has Athos. That's pretty funny. Nobody has a full revive. Earth Wall requires 4. What if I take yours? Take your silver gem, and I give it to her. That's a Tyrol. Tyrol and Tyrol. Do I get more stuff with that? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need it when you one-shot everything. True. Plus there are items I can use if I really need to focus on restoring a lot of health. And there's Earth Wall, which will protect me from damage. Trying to see what will give me most spells. 3 time, 1 dark matter. 3 time, 1 dark. 3 time, 1 dark matter. Clock down. So it doesn't seem like it makes a difference in that slot. What about here? Four green, 4 blue. Antiseptol. Lockdown, antiseptol. Did I not get that before? Wish there was an easier way to check. I don't have clock down. Do I get it with this? I do, so it looks like it doesn't matter which one I put where. So she has her healing, the wall, the clock out. Is this different than how I set her up before? I think I didn't have Thelis before. Hmm. I think this is how I set it up before. So I lose Thelos. I could also just... What if I do this? Death Scream. No dark matter, though. So Thelos or Death Scream, what would I rather her have? Gotta go back to work. See you later, dude. Have fun. Hey, thank you for dropping by. I'm gonna be stopping in like a couple minutes, I think. But thank you for stopping by, Banon. I hope you have a good time at work. Hopefully it won't stay as boring. Hopefully it'll improve a bit. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, Banon. Thanks again for dropping by. I just gotta figure out how I want to set her up. She's so difficult to set up. Death Scream with Thelos. I think I'd rather have Thelos. Just having a revive would be useful. Especially because she doesn't have great movement. Cast 2... I feel like it's just not that important. But I have Cast 2. There's nothing I could really give her to get, Oh, I can give her that. Oh. That gets a Dark Matter. No Death Screen, but Abyss Fall, which is... good Time Arts. Green Arts. Do I get anything else? Horrible Down. Arts Defense. No Thelos. This is better than Death Scream. But I also don't really want her to have impede. I'd rather her have Cast 2. Or even EP5. You know what? I put a ton of work into figuring out how to get her to have this set up. I'm not gonna throw it away. She gets Thelos. I needed to have her revive. Not a great caster, but she's what I have to work with. Like, I'm gonna put her in the caster slot when I manage my parties. So like Joshua will be offense, she'll be a caster. I pretty much have everyone designed. Like, he's offense, 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 caster, caster, offense. She's pretty much useless, to be honest, but... Caster... Oh wait, you have a spare slot. Oh yeah, I gotta get you EP. I gotta get you a new EP. I don't think I can get you that yet, right? Not quite yet. 400. Well, I gotta level up Agate a bit more, so we'll worry about that in a sec. Spare gold gem, at least. Is she the only one I don't have set up now? Yes. Yes. Okay, I get one more EP thing and I'm good. One more EP5. Which I'm gonna get because he needs to level up anyway. Perfect. No deaths. One death. No deaths. Come on, just get one.
My, that was easy.
Oops. That takes a lot longer than just going up. I don't think he's gonna level up from another Shining Palm fight, but that was not glorious. His strength 26. That's huge. I think he can one-shot the palms now. I'm willing to bet he could. Strength at 50. With that, he almost certainly could. I really want to see him do it. I want to just see him one-shot them all. Chloe can one-shot them all. Who else can? Actually, Chloe's AoE isn't big enough to one-shot all of them, I don't think. I think it's a medium-sized S-Craft. Who else has a giant AoE and enough strength? Xin, maybe? Tita, maybe. I don't know if she can get enough strength to one-shot. Same for Rias. Kevin's is 2 elemental based. Josh are probably good. Mueller, maybe? I don't remember if his S-Craft is medium or large sized. Although I also don't know what level their S-Crafts are at, if there's like a higher level of it. I can check those things when I head back after one more. Come on. I just need one more. Oh, before I can head back anyway. Yeah, I think I want Agate in my party. I think Agate's gonna be filling the last slot. Tita's great, but she's not gonna be as useful in boss fights. At best, she can blind the ads, but even then. She has AoE, which is good. You can one-shot him. Exactly what I was hoping for. I think every character's set up now. Until I get anything new. So there's a couple new trinkets I can get. That's not even touching on the gear. How close is Agate to one more level up? Actually, let's see. What else do I gotta... Oh, I can't. I have to swap them out. 2,000 strength, 2,000 strength. 2,000 strength. Oof. Oof. I know I get better weapons, but I can't stand seeing it that low. I got money to spare, I'm throwing... Even that's only 900. So even then he'd have 1900. This is 1000. This is 1000. Joshua, maybe you're just really low leveled. 23, 115 though. I can even put a better weapon on Mueller. Mueller, I think, has one of the highest strength and speed stats in the game. I don't know. Actually, let me compare.
Oh, okay. Together now.
I just want to see the range of the S-Crafts. Large, medium, medium. Okay, so neither Tita nor Chloe can one-shot all of the palms. Mueller probably could if I level him up, but I have Agate for that already. Joshua obviously can.
Let's do it!
Leave it to Red.
An adequate performance.
I want to seize one more fight from a level up, but I'm more or less pretty happy with this, I think. I think I'd rather have Agate than Tita to deal with ads as well. Trying to see if there's anyone around a raid. Ooh, I think I may have found someone. So I'm probably not going to stream for the remainder of this week. But next week I think I'm going to try to finish Sky the Third, or at least play it a lot more, and actually make more progress in the main story. We're gonna raid just Francie, who's playing East 1 Chronicles Plus, and yeah, it seems like it might be their first East game and their first game in general, because it says starting the East Journey, part 1 of a question mark. So let's go raid them. Thank you everybody for being here, for tuning in, and hey, for lurking. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, and I hope you all take care. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.